Hello everyone. For my Unit 3 discussion, I selected National Institute of Standards and Technology white paper titled The NSIT Definition of Cloud Computing by Peter Mell and Timothy Grance. I chose this item because it connects directly to our readings on IT infrastructure, emerging technologies, databases, and information management. In Chapter 5 and 6, Laudon and Laudon explain that organizations depend on reliable technology, infrastructure, and well-managed information resources to operate, compete, and make better decisions. Cloud computing is a strong example of how those two areas now work together, because it provides the technology foundation for applications, storage, databases, analytics, and business processes. The NIST white paper defines cloud computing as a model that allows convenient, on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources. These resources may include networks, servers, storage, applications, and services that can be rapidly provided with limited management effort. This relates closely to the textbook discussion of IT infrastructure because infrastructure is not only the physical computers in an office. It also includes software, networks, data storage, platforms, and technology services that support the entire organization. Cloud computing changes how organizations access those resources because they no longer have to own and maintain every server, application, or database system locally. One of the most important educational points from the NSIT white paper is that cloud computing has 5 essential characteristics: on-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured service. These characteristics explain why cloud computing is considered an emerging technology and a major shift in IT infrastructure. For example, on-demand self-service means a business can request computing power or storage without waiting for a long manual setup process. Rapid elasticity means the business can scale resources up or down depending on demand. Measured service means cloud usage can be tracked and billed based on what the organization actually uses. These features create flexibility and can help reduce the cost and time involved in managing technology. The white paper also describes 3 major cloud service models: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Infrastructure as a service gives organizations access to basic computing resources such as servers and storage. Platform as a service provides tools for developing and deploying applications. Software as a service allows use to access software applications over the internet. These models connect with the textbook because organizations must decide which technology resources to manage internally and which ones to obtain from outside providers. Bourgeois explains that information systems include hardware, software, data, people, and processes. Cloud computing affects each of these components because it changes where technology is hosted, who manages it, how users access it, and how data moves through the organization. Cloud computing also connects strongly to Chapter 6 because it supports modern databases and information management. Many organizations now use cloud-based databases, data warehouses, and analytics tools to store and analyze large amounts of information. However, moving data to the cloud does not automatically make the information useful. Organizations still need strong database design, data quality standards, security controls, and governance processes. Laudon and Laudon emphasize that data must be accurate, timely, consistent, and accessible to support effective decision-making. If a company stores poor quality data in a cloud database, the cloud platform may make the data easier to access, but it will not fix inaccurate or incomplete information by itself. A practical example would be a retail company that uses a cloud-based system to manage inventory, customer orders, and sales reports. The cloud infrastructure allows employees in different locations to access the same system. The database stores product, customer, and transaction data in a centralized way. Managers can use dashboards and reports to see which products are selling, which locations need more inventory, and how customer demand is changing. In this example, cloud computing provides infrastructure while database management turns raw data into meaningful information for decision making. There are also risks that organizations must manage. Cloud computing can create concerns about cybersecurity, privacy, service outages, vendor lock-in, and compliance. Because data may be stored outside the organization's physical location, managers must understand who has access to the data, how it is protected, and what happens if the cloud provider has a disruption. This is why IT infrastructure decisions are also business decisions. They affect cost, security, operations, customer service, and long-term strategy. In conclusion, the NIST white paper helped me better understand cloud computing as more than just one online storage or remote software. It is a flexible infrastructure model that supports modern information systems, databases, and emerging technology strategies. When connected to chapters 5 and 6, cloud computing shows how business use technology resources to improve efficiency, scalability, and decision making. At the same time, organizations must manage their data carefully and protect the systems so that cloud technology creates real business value instead of new risks.